Hey everybody, welcome to Moto Trails and Trials. It's about time for me to take a little bit of a break from my tire wrestling activity that I'm doing here, getting ready for the trail season for 2022. Today, what I want to do something a little different on the channel, other than like a ride video or a fix-it video or something like that. Today I want to talk a little bit about the direction that the channel is going to be going. I'm not going to change all that much, but I'm going to be adding a new thing. So one of the objectives of the channel is to share what I learn about becoming a better rider, hopefully becoming a better rider anyway. And to that end, one of the things that I've decided after about 2 years of really taking riding seriously, investing time and energy in doing practice, seeking out knowledge, and also, of course, videoing what I get up to, whether it's practicing slow speed maneuvers or some other aspect of something I'm doing to try to better myself as a rider. One of the other things that I had wanted to do for a long time was to basically get certified as a Motorcycle Safety Foundation or MSF certified rider coach. So I actually just started doing that. And the first step in that process, it had been about probably 12 years since I took the Basic Rider Course. So what I did last weekend is I actually went and I took the Basic Rider Course again, the two-wheeled Basic Rider Course. So I now have my own rider handbook. I think the course was pretty good. I won't say that I learned an awful lot new, but it was a good refresher, and I did learn new things. Basically, I think since I took it, like I said, about 12 years ago, not a lot has changed, but there are a few critical things that have changed in terms of the thinking on how you should approach riding. So I took that rider course. I'm not sure. I think I will go ahead and do another video on the rider course itself, the Basic Rider Course itself, what it covers, how long it was, what my thoughts were on it. I have a little bit of footage of that as well. So the long and the short of it is I now have my own rider handbook. I've completed that course. I passed. I'm happy to say I passed. I didn't necessarily need to do it, but I needed it as a refresher so that when I start to take the more serious classes from MSF, that I felt better prepared for it. And I'll say it really did do that for me. So without further ado, last week I had my first motorcycle rider, I guess what they call a rider coach session. We're doing it over the next 3 weekends to become an MSF certified rider coach. But basically the bottom line is I took the first weekend, I felt it was pretty successful. I felt happy with it. On the first day I was a little unsure what we were going to cover and how it was going to go, and I felt, probably not as comfortable as I would have liked to. But at the end of the weekend, I thought it was pretty good. I met some really interesting new people. There's about 12 or 14 people in the class with me who are also wanting to become Basic Rider Course certified as rider coaches. And that's people that come from a wide variety of different backgrounds in terms of their employment and economic status and all that other stuff, but also in terms of the different bikes that they ride. And the different styles of motorcycling that they pursue. So, you're aware of the kind of motorcycling I like to do. I like to do trail riding and off-road riding and those kind of things. But we also had a lot of people who had big cruisers there, some people with sport bikes, some people with adventure bikes. So it was a pretty wide range of people interested in a pretty diverse set of motorcycle disciplines. So the long and the short of that is that basically now I have my own set of range cards, and I have my own rider coach guide. And the class is less about teaching you as a rider how to ride. You already need to know the basics of riding to sort of qualify for this course. A lot of this course is about the mechanics of using the range cards and to set up the range with the cones, how far things are apart, the measurements involved, those kind of things. And then in the Rider Coach Guide, it's also a lot about how do you actually educate people, or how do people learn? What are the techniques? What do we do in the classroom? What are the techniques we use on the range? So that's what I've been involved in here lately. So for the channel, what that actually means is I will try to devote more time to putting together content that is more educational in nature. I'm not going to reproduce what the Motorcycle Safety Foundation has done here, but I'm more going to try to, I guess, create a playlist of content that is devoted towards practice. But what I hope I get out of this course, in addition to be able to teach the Basic Rider Course as a certified rider coach, is I hope that'll help me improve what I do on the videos that shows the skills that I am currently practicing myself. Help me explain it better, hopefully help me present it in a way that is more accessible to people, because that is, after all, one of the reasons I started this channel. I wanted to document my journey towards becoming a better rider, and I wanted to be able to share that with people. And part of sharing it is not just ride videos or repair videos or those kind of things. It's also about sharing what I learned, what I'm practicing, and those kind of things. And I think that's super important. I want to contribute to the community of safe riders who have the skills necessary to handle a motorcycle. Because it's all too often people will take the Basic Rider Course, and that is the last time that they ever practice riding practice the basics that you learn in a Basic Rider Course, slow speed skills, clutch, throttle, braking, balance, and also more than just the technical skills that are ridden. What is your mindset? And especially when you're riding on the road, what are the things that you're looking for? What are the traps? What is a safety margin? What are the kind of things you should be considering when you're riding on the road? Because I think riding on the road is one of the more dangerous things that you can do, because you're out in traffic. You're not on an isolated course. You're not on a trail. So at any rate, I feel like I'm babbling at this point, but those are the kind of things that I'm going to be also adding to the trail. I'm going to be adding to the channel. So I'll still be doing the trail videos, and I'll still do, tire wrestling and crap like that here. But I'm going to put an emphasis on doing better videos about training myself, what I learn, and hopefully I present that better to you. At the end of the day, I hope it elevates the channel, and more importantly, I hope it helps at least a few people become better, more confident riders themselves, and more safe riders. So I think that's the goal at the end of the day, to have a great time, but be safe, go home to your family, that kind of thing. So I think that's all the babbling and rambling that I'm going to do at this point. If you have any questions about what I'm doing, or you have any comments, please leave them in the comment section below. I would appreciate it if you would give the video a thumbs up if you like it. If you don't like it, don't do that. And lastly, I would really appreciate it if you'd subscribe. The only way that I can sort of spread what I learn more widely in terms of the skill sets that I'm looking at practicing, how I'm practicing, those kind of things, is if more people are able to access the channel. And that's all about getting out the word about the channel. And I think part of that goes into YouTube's algorithms are how many subscribers does the channel have. They will recommend it more if there are more subscribers. And that's about it. At any rate, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.